Okay then, hello everyone. Welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I'm the Outback Al,
I'm hot for justice.
and we're running a little late today. Chibs had to be somewhere. Yin had to do some stuff as well, and we're talking about the first three episodes of Devilman Crybaby. They should be, at least I think Chibs will be back uh, for some later episodes. But till then, Yumi will hold down the fort, and we'll yeah. So, what did you think of the first three episodes of this rather interesting series?
Well, this is my second time watching
Okay.
it. So, but it was nice. It was nice to rewatch it because I had forgotten most of what happened within the first three episodes anyway. Which a lot
I
happens.
feel like it kind of just
um,
happens whenever you binge stuff. You kind of start to forget things a little more easily.
yeah, but I really love the first three episodes a lot because it really like sets up the plot for what's to come later.
Okay.
Um, and I think like they're a crucial like first three episodes to really like pay attention to, um, and not only that, but like I absolutely love the art style
The
of
art
this
is
anime.
interesting. It seems very unique just to the anime. I don't know if
Oh
like
yeah,
the manga or whatever was similar or what, but it definitely doesn't look like a whole lot of anime that you know what, I shouldn't say that it doesn't look like any other anime I've seen. I was reminded a little bit of The Night is Short Walk On Girl, just a little
yeah,
bit, because it has some surrealist kind of crazy
oh yeah.
imagery.
Oh, because there's actually the Devilman manga and anime that came out before this,
Yeah,
which
I'm
this
cursorily aware of that stuff.
yeah, which is like based on which that had like more like I guess an older kind of like style to it. So
Okay.
this style is very different, but it's also a lot of fun,
It
I
definitely
think.
stands out.
Yeah. So I and yeah, I'm really into that. So it's nice to see that for a second time. And then it's nice to see how they incorporate like the changes between like regular human versus like once they become demons.
Yep.
Um, what do you think watching it for the first time with all the stuff going on?
It was certain that, like, I knew it was like rated MA, so I just
Yeah.
kind of figured on. Sorry, I'm adjusting my chair. That there was just gonna be like a lot of violence or something, or I don't know. But I wasn't expecting this much sex in it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Uh,
There's a lot of that.
but I guess it kind of works for what they're kind of going for, at least theme wise. With like, they got like the devil worshipping stuff and all that. We kind of like, I'm realizing with these series we kind of like went from like one where it's like, oh, angels and gods and stuff, and now it's just demons and devils and things.
Mm-hmm.
um and they're like, we should probably get into a little bit of the plot. That way that'll probably help my what I thought of it a little bit. There's these two kids who've known each other for a while. Did they grow up in a post-apocalypse? I wasn't really sure what was going on in the beginning. I'm
Uh,
sure, don't tell me, I'm sure it'll be explained later.
all right.
But is these this guy who's like this whiny dude who's, I guess he's a nice guy. I don't really know anything about him, but it's like Akira or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has a friend. He has a couple friends, um,
Yeah.
uh, around like his high school, but like his one friend is like CIA or something.
Yeah,
He's a very
Rio.
shady, like, I clearly work for like some sort of evil organization type person. Who, he's not bothered by that in the slightest, I suppose, and he kind of like whisks him away and just has a random machine gun,
Oh
and
yeah, as it be,
yeah,
as
as it
one
be, I
does.
suppose. Uh, Gun laws in Japan are like really strict, and it's just like, and I'm like just looking like, oh, how are you? What?
Yeah, just kind of shows up with his gun and
In his
starts.
car and all this other stuff, and yeah,
Yeah.
and he's saying like, yeah, so people are getting possessed by devils and blah blah blah, and they go to this club, which I believe they called Black Sabbath.
Yeah, it's the Sabbath.
Yeah, and it's essentially like a black mass party orgy thing. It's like they're tricking everyone into thinking that it's a party when in reality it's like evil death orgy, drug orgy thing to summon demons to possess them. Devils.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like I'm just like I don't know what the difference between a devil and a demon is. But yeah, so they go there and people start dying, mostly as a result of what's his face, Rio,
yeah.
the machine gun toting friend, because he's just like, yeah, there's not enough blood here. Devils aren't gonna show up. There's no blood. I'm probably like talking out my butt again, and I was like theorizing during Ergo Proxy, but I'm theorizing again. He's got some sort of supernatural bent to him, whether he himself is a devil or an angel or I don't know. He clearly does not care about human life, so he's like. I don't know if it's like one of those things where he's like, oh, he's just above that. Do you remember anything like Supernatural? Like how some of the angels were? They're like, look at these mud monkeys or whatever. Mm-hmm. And like they just look down on us a whole lot. And
yeah,
I'm getting that vibe from him. Because he kills people with reckless abandon.
He just doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. So I think he has some sort of higher calling that he seems to think that he's working for. But let's get to the main point of the party. And in regard to like what we were talking about earlier, the art style is very interesting, especially when people start turning into devils, because it gets very like surrealist kind of trippy body horror type things.
Oh yeah.
Where people are transforming into like these Lovecraftian beasts, and it's really interesting to watch. I will say that.
For sure.
Not like scary or anything, but it's kind of like, whoa, okay. It actually kind of reminded me of, I don't know if you watched Superman the Animated Series.
No.
Well, they had like one episode, I think it was to introduce Dr. Fate. And in it, someone found like this ancient mask that it was like an ancient spirit stuck in it, and a guy like put it on, and was it a mask? I don't know. It was like some sort of ancient artifact. Evil spirit inside controlled him. He turned into a Lovecraftian horror. It was like the only time that they like, well, not the only time in that entire series, because Justice League had an episode with it, but it was like the only time I think in Superman the Animated Series where they actually like kind of had people transforming into Lovecraftian horrors.
Yeah.
And it was a lot more mild than this, but it was like kind of reminded me of that, and it was interesting. I know we're not dealing with Lovecraft here, but some of those demons are definitely very like, Necronomicon-y.
Yeah, they're funky.
Yeah.
So then you got and it's like very. At first, you just think Rio's just like, oh, let's see demons in general to, like, catch them on camera. But then you find out he's actually summoning them.
Yeah, no, he knew exactly who it was. And, like, he said, like, Amon, take it here. I'm like, okay, you know a specific devil name. You are, this is like, you are clearly involved in this far more heavily than you're letting on.
Oh, yeah.
And
then Amon goes and possesses Akira, and so now
but there's a stipulation to it. Normally the devil takes over completely, and it's like, oh no, they're a complete monster now. But like apparently Akira, for whatever reason, has enough willpower to keep the devil in check, so he gets those powers but retains like his humanity.
Yeah.
So he's a devil man.
Yep.
Title.
Yes.
And
he's also quite the crybaby still.
Yeah, he's a crybaby. That's an interesting thing to keep in there. I don't know if in the original he like was like really crying all the time or something, and if it was just like if you just needed to differentiate the name from the original, like I'm wondering if it like comes back in. You probably know. Don't tell me. But yeah.
I mean, he does cry a lot the first 3 episodes.
He does a bit, but yeah. Enough to get the title in there to specifically be Devilman Crybaby? I don't know yet, but yeah. So that's basically the first episode, and we see him kind of destroying people because apparently whatever devil came into him was a big boy.
Yeah.
He's because he got a lot of power,
Oh
just
hell yeah.
ready to tear some people apart, and he looks different after the devil kind of takes him over. I guess it's like steroids or something. They just affect the body in a certain way.
Yeah.
So now he's hot apparently, and everyone wants a piece of him.
Yeah.
Ain't that
He's
always how it
taller.
goes?
He's taller. He's more angular. He's fast. He is strong.
He's got a hell of a bulge going now.
Yeah. That too.
Like this show doesn't shy away from anything, I don't think.
Nope.
So, kudos to it.
I'm trying to think what happened.
But yeah, we can kind of get it. So him and Rio are like, hey, I got a devil powers now. What should we do? We should go like hunt some devils and expose them and do blah blah blah. But we got to keep it secret with us and yada yada. And they're going around looking for these monsters to fight, and at the same time, the monsters are also looking for him because they're like, wow, okay, that's a lot of dead devils that were at that party. Someone came in and did something, we don't know what.
Right.
Which, and obviously it's a much larger organization, it turns out. And the devils are organized by some lady who I guess she's definitely also a devil. And she has a connection to Amon. Maybe she was like his wife or something, I don't know. But she's like super into him and doesn't know what happened to him. She got a bunch of underlings, and they're going around trying to do stuff. And we should mention, like, Akira's living with a friend of his, I guess, because his parents dead, or are they just like not around?
They are not around.
Okay, so just generic anime protagonist. So he's living with them, and like there's some creepy dude who's like trying to take pictures of this underage girl. It's Japan, and we're getting into weird stuff again.
Yeah, his friend that he's living with, Miki.
Yeah.
Who's like super popular and stuff.
Yeah, she's like a track star and like a star student type. That the one in the anime who's always like, oh, this is the one that everybody wants to go out with, girl.
Right. Yeah. And so he wants, pictures of her, but then he's
not Akira. Well, maybe Akira, but there was like there's a pervert photographer who works for like a porn magazine.
Yeah, and he like, we know he's involved with Miki. His boss just wants him to get pictures of Miki doing lewd shoots and stuff.
Yeah, it's real pervy shit.
But he can't get that, so he's like, oh hey, I'm gonna try to catch like some devils on camera and stuff.
Well, I think part of that was like he actually wanted to be like a real journalist.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's a fair ambition. This is not the right way to be going about it.
Right.
Like there are way better ways if you actually want to do journalism to go and do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's like trying to find out about these Sabbath things at the same time that the other stuff is going on, and he runs into Devilman, and as a result, the devil people running the porn magazine attack him and find out, oh wait, we can use Mickey to get to this Devilman dude because apparently they're connected somehow. And I'll say this, it's I know it's a short series, so I know it's going to be moving fast. So they've already kind of gotten to the point where like the devils have kind of identified who Akira is.
Right.
And oh yeah, we should mention Rio wants to kill Mickey now.
Yeah.
Because she might have seen him as a devil.
Right.
Maybe. We don't know. So, yeah, we're gonna figure out, I guess, what's gonna happen with them. Because bad things are probably gonna happen soon. I mean, we know bad things are gonna happen soon, anyway. But
yeah,
Yeah, did I miss anything? I feel like we're going over, like, skipping over a couple of details here and there, but
Yeah,
they also have another friend who I guess was, like, got honestly molested by that photographer, I think.
Oh yeah, second Miki.
Second Miki?
Yeah,
Wait,
name's also
is her name
Miki.
also Miki? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
And they'll elaborate on that more later.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
But yeah, so far you got
Miki, Kira, Rio, other devil people.
yeah, and the
Oh, hey, I think he lives in like a super Christian household, which is kind of ironic, I guess.
And you got, you know, Rio like this, like, I'm gonna record you being Devilman, but no one else can know about Devilman, which is kind of weird.
Well, no,
but
to some degree, I get it.
understandable.
Like,
Yeah,
they're clearly waging some sort of secret war with an underworld type thing. You know, I understand, like, wanting to keep some level of secrecy, because if it gets out who he is, their ability to work in secret is going to be gone, basically.
yeah,
And you don't want creatures that powerful to know you're coming.
yeah.
So I understand kind of his perspective on that, but I don't know. He's just being a real dick about it.
Right.
I'm like, granted, I don't know Mickey that well, but I'm assuming that she's going to be the character that we can trust with this. Like the confidant or whatever that the hero always has.
I mean, yeah, she seems like that kind of person so far from the get-go.
Yeah.
Trying to think. What else? Where do you think they're gonna go with it from here?
Obviously, we have to fight more devils. That's a whole point of the show, I'm assuming. But moving forward, we obviously, I think we got to see more about like who this Amon demon is, devil is, because obviously he's a big deal.
Yeah.
So, and I guess we're gonna meet his girlfriend at some point. It's gonna make things super awkward for some people, I'm sure.
I mean, like the white-haired lady?
Yes, her.
Yes.
The boss devil lady.
Yeah, I forget what her name is.
I don't know that they said it.
I think they mentioned it like once, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I might have missed that.
Because I was watching it on dub with no subtitles, so I was like, well, I missed that.
If we're gonna go with like something biblical, 'cause I don't know. Amon sounds like it might be biblical. It might be ancient Egyptian, maybe. I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but like I'm just gonna go with Lilith for now because I know that's like an evil biblical name or something. It tends to be, at least.
I mean, I could look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Might as well.
Why not? Let's see. Her name is Silene.
Silene. Yeah, I was not gonna get that.
Yeah. Silene, you know. So.
Yeah, she's scheming, trying to find her boyfriend, and everyone else. There was some kind of interest like with this water monster thing.
Yes.
That kind of like took over people's bodies. That was kind of interesting. Ultimately, did not end up being, I guess, that dangerous because the guy just ate, Devilman just ate him basically.
Right. Yeah.
What else? I feel like there was more that happened we're just not talking about.
I mean, there's definitely like a lot to do with the whole, like, I guess, like, just his changes in general.
Yeah,
like,
they kind of did spend a whole episode kind of like following him around school and like showing like, oh, he's changed so much kind of thing.
Yeah, like his strength and his hunger, like his appetite increase, and he just wants to eat meat, and he's hornier.
Yeah, he sets up porn for himself right in the middle of the school auditorium, I guess.
Yeah, and he's like shedding a whole ton in his bed, like
Yeah, that
without
was weird.
lint or
Like,
yeah,
I am waiting, and I know this is a cliche, and it's very like the easy joke to make, but like I'm kind of waiting for like the dad to come into his room and see like he's all muscular now and he's hairy all over the place. He's like, oh, I guess it's that time to have that talk about the birds and the bees, and your body is going through changes, and like you have no
right.
idea.
Oh, so what do you think's gonna happen between him and Rio, being they kind of like were at odds ends in the last episode?
I'm a little skeptical at this point of making any predictions myself because I tend to be wrong when I try to predict things. I think they're clearly going to have a fight, but I think in the end, Mickey will live.
Yeah.
Because she is definitely meant to be the love interest in this. Like, or the confidant or whatever. Like, I think she's supposed to be Akira's love interest. And it's way too early to try to kill her. Like, I'm just thinking narratively. Again, I could be entirely wrong. I'm not really good at this.
That's okay. This is, what it's for, to discuss what you think will happen and then see what does happen.
Yeah, I think if she does die or something happens to her, it's probably going to be with other Mickey, who I believe is, like, super jealous of just her success.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's going to be one of those I wish I was you, I'm gonna kill you situations. Which, hey, maybe Akira will save her or not, and who knows?
Yeah. So, do you like the characters? What do you think of?
I don't really know enough about them yet, and I feel like, well, I mean, I like them enough. I'm definitely interested in what each of them is going to do. Rio's a douche. Well, not a douche, but he's an asshole.
He's a bastard for sure.
Oh yeah, he's very much in the realm of just let's just hurt people.
He's very interesting. It's like this.
Yeah, I know there's a lot more to him than we're seeing and that he's like, revealing. So
high school age professor that is somehow.
Oh yeah, he's a professor of some school, and he's American or whatever. Oh, that's why he has guns or something. I don't.
A professor at an American university or whatever.
I feel like Akira was way too trusting of everything that guy was doing.
Well, I guess they're childhood friends. So
yeah, but if one of my childhood friends randomly just started shooting at people, I'd be like, you know what? I don't know if I want to hang out with you anymore.
Well, we see where your morals lie.
I think maybe you shouldn't do this.
Yeah, well, some people, they only have so many friends.
Yeah, but he does seem to have more than just hit that friend. He's clearly friends with Mickey and probably other Mickey and some other people on the track team.
Yeah.
Speaking of track, we should talk. Should we talk about the Devilman run?
Oh yeah, the classic.
I have
meme.
seen this online.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's great.
He's just like, it's like the Naruto run on steroids, basically.
Oh yeah, limbs are everywhere.
Yep, he's just it kind of almost looks like he's trying to swim through the air.
Yeah, kind of.
Which I think he mentions, like, my arms are just cutting through the air. I'm like, do they need to?
Well, they do. But yeah, that's really funny.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's how we're going to find out who else is the devil, other than just their, evil-looking eyes and their expressionless faces and just the lack of emotion or caring or sympathy for fellow human beings. It'll just be like, oh, Devilman run, they're a devil.
Yeah, there will be another one of those shortly.
I'm sure. We need someone to fight. Is it going to be a high school person? I feel like it's going to be, because otherwise how are we going to include high school in this? It's an anime. It has to be included.
Mm-hmm.
But which kind of like what I was kind of thinking about after I watched it. I'm a little bit reminded of Parasite the Maxim.
Okay.
Because, like, sort of like the invasive creature kind of taking you over and giving you powers kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not the first time that's been done, but that was probably the most recent show before this that I had seen that included that sort of thing. And it's kind of like, except, like, he's not really, like, talking to Amon yet. I don't know if he will.
I mean, they could have taken it from the original Devilman.
That's possible too. You know, it's like, I'm not saying that one ripped off the other. I'm like, I again,
yeah,
like Ergo Proxy, there's like a couple things in here that I've definitely seen other places.
Yeah.
But, you know, again, it's done well here. So
right.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to continue watching it. I'm assuming you're happy to continue watching it. You already watched the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched the whole thing like as soon as it came out on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of time anymore.
It was like, trying to think, back in...
It was 2000. I know it was last year.
It was like, yeah, it was like a fall, like winter of 2017, I think.
No, 18. I think it was 18.
Was it?
I think so. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not like looking it up right now, but...
Cause I was living at the apartment then.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe you're right.
And that's when Gucci Gang was popular.
I don't
because
follow that. I don't know when Gucci Gang would have been popular.
Because I made that video of Rio in the club to the Gucci Gang song on my YouTube.
Okay. I don't think I saw that one.
Rio in the club, like. That's all I could think when I saw that scene, was like, okay. I don't know why, but it's just...
It was popular at the time. You were trying to finger on the pulse of the zeitgeist. Look at me using words I don't know.
But yeah, it's, definitely a yay for me. I've seen it, and I will continue watching it again.
I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. It's a short series too. I mean,
yeah.
It would have to be really bad for us, like, to just be like, nay, I'm not sitting through 3 more episodes.
Right. From what I know, when I was talking to Chibi about it, this past weekend, is that it seemed like she really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so. I think so too. Because like, did they already watch it a little bit, or
just
or are they like about
3.
where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll assume that it's a yay from them, and they'll be back probably next week, and we'll all discuss further the machinations of devils and the weird changes that your body goes through whenever you have an invasive species of some kind going in there and giving you all the whoop-de-doo, and how the world will probably... I'm assuming the world's going to end in an apocalyptic something by the end of this. You really want to say something, but you're not going to say something. No one can see your face right now, but I know you want to say something.
I have no comment because
I'm right. Because I'm right. The end of the world's going to happen.
Because I've seen this and I can't give away spoilers.
It's gonna be the end of the world. Like, I haven't heard anything about this thing getting like a sequel series. It's a show about devil demon possession and invasion of supernatural demonic forces. There is no way we are not getting like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse end of the world scenario.
I feel like most things that are like that end in the apocalypse. Like if
that's what I'm saying. Like, I would be more surprised if this didn't end in the apocalypse.
If you've ever seen Tokyo Revelation,
I have not.
Which is one of the best worst movies ever.
Okay, maybe we should watch that next after this. If we can find it, I don't know. Will we be able to find it?
Yeah, I found it online.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something alright, but similar motif with demons and such. But it's pretty pretty good.
Okay.
Ask me. I show it to all my friends because I'm like, watch this thing that has all the anime tropes in it.
You haven't shown me yet. I guess we're not friends.
Well, I own it on VHS.
Okay.
So...
That explains
but
that.
there are other ways to watch it. But maybe we'll have a VHS movie night.
It's been a long time since I watched a VHS. I could be down for that.
Yeah, I also have like
get some
all of
nostalgia.
all of Evangelion on VHS.
I don't need to watch that. I know a lot of people like that show, so I'm probably like, there's gonna be people who are like, oh no, watch it, it's amazing. But like, I've seen it, and I'm just like, it's not my favorite.
Too many angels and demons stuff going on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pick something else after this to cleanse our palate, because we already were like going for like pseudo heaven, and now we're in pseudo hell, and we'll have to find some other middle ground. Maybe we'll find Limbo somewhere. Who knows? We're playing Limbo. Yeah, we'll finish Limbo at some point. That'll be the connecting tissue of all this.
Watch some like shoujo anime next.
Well, what's shoujo? Because like some of it I'm fine with, others I'm just like, ugh, okay.
We'll see.
I don't want to be like, oh, I hate shoujo. It's just like, it's some of it can be pretty slow for me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Watch something a little happier.
Okay. Yeah, happy would be nice. Weirdly enough, like I want to be like, we're watching a bunch of stuff that's like totally unhappy. There was a lot of like plenty of happy stuff like with Pino and whatnot, and like Ergo Proxy and that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's gonna be some stuff in this that's like, I'm hopefully this is all just dour. Like, it doesn't feel like a dour show or like a oh, woe is me kind of thing. Like, that being said, it's not like, trying to be like super happy or anything, but it's definitely not like a dark. Well, it's a dark, but like I'm having a lot of trouble with my words today. But it's not like ooh, look at how dark and gritty it is.
Right. Well, we'll just have to see where it goes from here.
Yeah. All right. So we'll talk about this again next week. Watch another. What is it? 4 through 6?
Yeah.
4 through 6. Yeah. And in case anyone's wondering, we're like, I know with Ergo Proxy we kind of did like that. We'll do 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 2 at the end. We're not doing 3, 3, 3, and then just 1. We'll do. We did 3 this week. We're doing 3 next week, and we're just gonna finish the series, all 4 last episodes, the week after that. So this will be over. It'll be over quick. And yeah, we'll talk more then. Find out more. Chibs or Yin can join us. After that, we gotta decide on a movie.
All right.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.